This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Jen Boettger, who is producer of The Follies.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, full disclosure, Jen and I met when we were in The Follies together.
True. It's true. Fun fact.
Some years ago.
1999, Dennis.
Wow.
I know, right?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, yes. We met decades ago.
Yes.
So this is the strangest interview I do all year long because I know the answer to all of these questions.
Yes. Well,
because I have been in the Follies. My whole family has been in the Follies.
That's right. You're part of the family.
Some of my best friends I met doing the Follies. And
Me
while
too.
I'm not in the show anymore, I help you behind the scenes a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
So-
And it's sort of like the Mafia. Once you're in the Follies family, we never let you go away.
That's right. I keep trying to get
That's
out.
right.
They keep pulling me back in.
You're part of the family.
But for like I said, so the first question I'm going to ask you that I know the answer to is, when is the show?
The show is April 8th and 9th, just 3 performances. So I think that's important to say because oftentimes people think shows run multiple weekends, and ours is not. It's just the one weekend, April 8th and 9th, 3 shows.
And that's because it's in a very large room
Yes, it is. We hold a lot of people.
at the Paramount Theater.
That's right, the beautiful, glorious, historic Paramount Theater, which is Follies' home.
And next to the orchestra, of course, and some dance recitals, this is the only local production that is staged at the Paramount.
Right. I believe there are a few other events that happen there that are local, but for the most part, we're one of the few local events.
I mean,
that
our
happen
Corridor
there.
Jazz Project concert
Exactly.
happened at the Paramount.
Perfect.
But
yes, perfect example. But yes.
But as far as a show for which, if you're a performer or a crew member that you audition and want to do, this is the only one that really happens at the Paramount.
This is the performance opportunity for our community, yes.
And the format is different than what you would see at a theater, Cedar Rapids, or a Riverside theater.
Well, sure, as opposed to like a contemporary theater going where you go see a musical or a play where there's a plot or a storyline through. This is a musical review type format that is reminiscent of the Ziegfeld Follies. So one might call it a variety show because you have your big song and dance numbers, you have solos, there's comedy bits. It's a variety of talent featured throughout the show that is usually based loosely on a theme, but it's not, there's no script in terms of like a traditional musical or
There's
play.
no boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl.
No plot or anything. It's just pure entertainment.
And the theme is Broadway.
Yes. This year our theme is Showstoppers, Broadway Bursting with Song. Every year we pick a different theme. Follies follows pretty much the same formula every year so that our patrons know what to expect. They know that they're going to see bright lights and bright costumes and singing and dancing and comedy. But each year we try and make it fresh, brand new show. And so that means coming up with an original concept or theme. And our patrons who come see the show tell us that they like to see what they know. So we said, well, heck, we will give you what you know, and we'll give you all your favorite Broadway tunes. So it was a lot of fun coming up with this show this year because we realized there's more to a showstopper than the big production numbers, that a song or something that resonates with you and sticks with you for a long time doesn't have to be those big numbers.
Sometimes it's a small moment.
Sometimes it's a small, intimate moment or a haunting moment or a funny moment. So we filled the show with a variety of different types of what we think are showstoppers.
Talking with Jen Boettger from The Follies about the show, which is upcoming on the 8th and 9th of April at the Paramount Theater. We'll talk how to get tickets in just a minute. Yeah. The other thing that is unique about this show is its size in terms of cast and the age range.
That's correct. We have roughly 80 cast members this year. That varies from year to year, but about 80 is about our average. Some years we've had smaller casts, some larger. There was one year, a couple years ago, where we had upwards of 100 people on stage. This year we have a little over 80, and the ages range from 9 to 70. So it's great. It's just truly a multi-generational family event.
I always tell people, it's the only show that grandma or grandpa can do with their grandkid.
Well, yeah,
Or,
unless
yeah,
they
and-
happen to get cast in a show together, which happens. But
But it's
this
a lot
is
more
very
rare.
common
Yeah.
in Follies. In fact, we have multiple relationships in the show where we have spouses, we have fathers and daughters, we have aunts and nieces, there's siblings. It's really neat.
One year, all 4 members of my family were in the show.
Absolutely. Yes, we had the entire Green Clan. Yes, it was wonderful.
And so we said the show is coming up the 8th and the 9th.
Yes.
And tickets, how do people get tickets?
You know, I've been telling people the best way to get your tickets is just to go to our website, which is crfollies.com. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's multiple ways to get tickets. You can either order them online, or you can call the box office, or you can visit the box office in person. All that information is on our website.
On the website.
So if you go to crfollies.com and click the show icon, it'll give you all the information you need to get tickets.
All right. Well, one of my favorite times during the year.
Me too.
When I was in it, it was always a favorite, but now it's fun to go and see everybody. And the other thing is that chances are if you go see the show, you'll see somebody you know.
Absolutely.
And you'll probably go, I
Hey.
didn't know he sang.
Hey, there's my dentist. Yeah.
So again, crfollies.com if you would like tickets or more information. Well, looking
Yeah.
forward to a great weekend at the Paramount.
Great. We hope we see everyone there.